Let's talk tomatoes. These buggers are amazing. They've also wreaked havoc in my garden every year for the last umpteen years of my gardening career. This is the first year I actually feel confident, and there was a bug in my eye, trying tomatoes. I'm Sam Groff of Beyond TP and Milk. Let's talk determinate versus indeterminate, something I never even knew existed until this year. So, after I got the bug off my sunglasses, mind you everybody, these are my regular glasses, and when I'm outside they turn into sunglasses. I'm not trying to be cool. I am not that cool of a person. I'm here doing a sustainability gardening channel. I am not thinking I am a cool beans. What I am is somebody who has epically failed at tomatoes multiple years in a row. I used to love growing tomatoes, and then in the last 4 years I have really just hated growing them. I grow them because I love to eat them, and they have a definitively different flavor than the ones you get from a hothouse in the grocery store. But what's the problem? Why? I've been gardening my entire life. Why do I struggle with tomatoes? Until this year, well, end of last year, beginning of this year, I didn't realize that there were different types of tomatoes. Obviously, I know that there are different breeds of tomatoes, but there are actually definitively 2 different types of tomatoes. Actually 3. I just learned that one doing more research within the last week. The 2 types of tomatoes typically are determinate, which just flat out means bush. Why can't they just say that? This is a bush tomato, versus indeterminate, vine, tall, massive tree-like thing. It would make life so much easier if they wrote these things on the tabs. Well, if they have, I never knew what to look for. So I just saw these words and I'm like, oh, whatever, cool. There are 2 different types of tomatoes, and if you don't know that and you try to plant them the same way and you try to grow them the same way, you'll have the epic failure that I've had every year. So this year, in my garden, I've put Amish paste tomatoes, and I put 6 of them in one bed. They're bushing tomatoes. So I'm going to try to use the age-old theory of caging. We'll see if that works. I'll keep you posted. Oop. These, however, are indeterminate varieties. These are going in pots in my front yard. I'm also going to cage them, and I'm going to cage them differently with the intent that I will be able to actually get to all the suckers and all the little shoots that come off that will not bear me fruit. We will have to do plenty of videos on that, because there are many, many individuals who have done a fabulous job of getting out there and really showcasing how to care for tomatoes. But what I wanted to really let you know about in this video is that there are 3 types of tomatoes. They're determinate, which are the short bushy ones that are supposed to be easy to maintain, like Amish paste tomatoes. I'm fingers crossed, people. I've never had success with this because they always all fall in on each other. Then there's the semi-determinate, which are the 3 that I staked in my garden in a totally separate bed from the Amish paste tomatoes. And they are celebrity tomatoes. They are semi-determinate. So I put massive tree stakes, and I'm not joking, I put massive tree stakes in the soil next to the plant so that as they grow up, I will be able to continue to trellis them, for lack of a better term, to that tree stake and not have it fall over. Every year I've used things like bamboo. I've tried the actual bamboo that's like pretty thick, not even just the kind you can buy, the canes that you buy at like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. I've made caging. None of it has ever worked for me. So, and I think frankly it's because I always was too late in getting it trellised up. So I'm trying from pots, baby pots, to actual trellises. Now mind you, none of these tomato plants have I grown from seed. I have not. I have bought them at a local nursery who is really small. It's Blessed Hills Nursery. They're amazing. She's a one-woman shop, and she has her own greenhouses, and she tries a lot of different varieties. She deliberately does not do the same typical varieties that you would find at a grocery store. Not a grocery store, like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. She tries to go with oddballs. Like, this is a Cherokee Purple. I've never eaten a Cherokee Purple, but my son loves oddball colored tomatoes, so I bought a Cherokee Purple to try. Again, indeterminate, should get tall and crazy, going in a pot. Brandywine Red. Now, I've had these before. I know they're super tasty, and this one's kind of having some bad health in the pot. That's why I got to repot them today. That's what my goal is for later this afternoon. I've got a Delicious, which I thought was hilarious because I was like, oh, so we're talking like Red Delicious apples? No, this is actually a Delicious tomato plant, and it is, again, indeterminate. All of these are indeterminate. And then a Golden Jubilee. Now, I love these. I think they are super duper sweet. They're really yummy. But again, like this one, it's fine. I'm not sure if it has a broken stem or not because my husband was in the garden trying to help, and so was my son. So we easily could lose this plant because it's now looking a little sad. But again, a Golden Jubilee, just really yummy little plant. Now, the one other thing that I learned about tomatoes, having chickens, is they're in the nightshade family. Now, I never thought of tomatoes as being anything evil, but evidently they were, and that's why they've been such a problem in my life. No, I'm just kidding. No, nightshade just means that something about their leaves is toxic to specifically chickens, and I will do more research and I will get back to you on that. But they're in the nightshade family, so if you have chickens, don't feed them to you, but you probably already knew that. So, to wrap up, there are 3 types of tomatoes. Oh, the wind. I am going to be trying different methods this year for different kinds of tomatoes, and I will keep you posted along our progress to see if we are successful or just epic failing. So keep going and keep trying new things in your garden. Like this year, I've never potted tomatoes. We're going to try something new. It's making me happy. It's excitable. You've got to find that one thing for you, because sustainability is about what lights you up and makes you happy. If it's sustainability of knowing how to make bread in your kitchen when there's no more yeast because you can do an awesome sourdough, rock on. If that's how to be able to wash your dishes or wash your clothes with a washboard when they decide to actually cut off all the water to your house because, oh wait, they have to replace fire hydrants. Again, other things that are just really crucial skills that we have sort of lost in the last couple of years. That's what sustainability is. Really kind of going back to those grassroots skills-based things that we all have kind of let lapse because of industrialization and just because of the convenience of things like the grocery store. But as we've learned from the pandemic, hopefully we've learned that resources aren't always available, and sometimes we need to buckle down and know how to take care of ourselves. So enjoy tomatoes, enjoy gardening, find that one thing that lights you up, people. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.